Hello everyone, and welcome to this year's Halloween special. Today we're going to be looking at 3 ghost stories, starring 3 different engines. So, without further ado, let's begin. A long time ago, there was a B-16 called Molly. Molly was a kind engine and always helped out whoever there was that needed helping. She was kind to any crew she was given and acted as a big sister here to most of the engines. Until one day, that is. One day, she was taking a train down the main line when 2 tank engines were stuck on the main line. One of them had cracked a cylinder, and the other one couldn't pull the train on their own. Eventually, disaster struck. Molly hit the back of the train. She was unfortunately killed on impact, given that the train was hauling explosives. Thankfully, the 2 tank engines weren't killed. However, Molly was unsavable. The first signs of her ghost date back all the way to 2012. When she failed to warn on a certain E2 tank engine about a crash. Ever since the incident, however, she has been looking over her old railway. Long ago, on the London, Brighton and South Coast Railway, there was an E2 known as 101. He was never given a name, just the number. The engine wouldn't become sentient until 1914. He was a very cocky engine, thinking that he was the best on the line. However, his arrogance would come back to bite him in the bunker one day. He was taking a passenger train up the line when he swore he saw a ghost B-16. 101 was frightened and raced down the line, not noticing that the engine was trying to warn him about a hold-up train being pulled by a J11. "Look out!" said 101, but it was too late. 101 smashed into the back of the train, killing multiple of his passengers, his crew, and himself included. It was one of the most devastating accidents that ever happened on the railway. The first signs of 101's ghost, when he saved Thomas and Gordon from falling off an old bridge that was beginning to collapse, both coming from separate directions. After this, Sir Topham had decided to honor the lost E2 by making a plaque to honor the engine. The engine can still be seen around today, roaming the rails, regretting what he once was, and wishing that he had been a better brother to his brothers. Once upon a time, there was a B-12 known as Marvin. Marvin was a cocky engine, but unlike most, he knew when enough was enough, and was often kind to those when he saw that they needed support. Even though he wasn't always the most beloved engine, he still proved his worth. One night, however, things would change. Marvin was taking a goods train down the line, when he mysteriously disappeared. No one knows what happened. In one minute, he went into a tunnel. The next minute, he completely disappeared. Only his coaches were there. Not even a trace of his crew was there. No one ever who found out what happened to Marvin. But a mysterious thing happened one day. Hey, a V2 was finishing up his shifts for the night when he swore he saw a B12 racing down the line with a goods train. And then going out into one side of the tunnel and not coming out the other end. This repeats every year here on March 8th. And people wish that they can do something to help the engine. They did eventually save the engine and help him find his resting place. However, that is a story for another day. Happy Halloween, y'all, and I'll see you in the next video. So long.